Playing the guitar is not easy at many levels. It's not easy when you first start. It's not easy when you've been playing for 10 years. It's not easy when you've been playing for 20 years. Even when you get to the point where you can play songs and play the things you set out to play, it's still hard because of what's going on in the world. You know, you hear things like the music industry has changed, venues are closing down, venues don't pay. So I thought I should think of some ideas that might help struggling guitarists. Some things that need to change. Some things we could do as a society to help guitarists. So here we go. Okay, ready? Number one, I think guitarists should be able to tip with a guitar solo. So you go out to eat, you have a nice dinner, and you get your bill. You know, you have to leave a tip. But if you're a guitarist, you can just pull out your guitar and give a little solo, you know, the waitstaff. And I think the waitstaff will understand. You know, the thing is, they're probably artists themselves, most of them, so they understand, you know. They're working the job to make the extra money. They would get it. And if society would go, solos are worth something, we could use them as tips. Number two, when you purchase a guitar, it should be seen as like a life celebration, kind of like the birth of a baby. It should have the same importance. There should be guitar reveal parties. You ready for the reveal, dudes? It's gonna be awesome! Jesus Christ, it burnt down the whole town. Yeah, but did you see that guitar, man? And your family members and friends should shower you with gifts and to help you transition with this new guitar. I think that'd be helpful. Number three, so this goes in line with number two, guitars should be able to be written off as dependents on your taxes. You should get a guitar tax credit because you play guitar and you have guitars. And these guitars need your attention and love like a child does, so they should be write-offs or deductions. That'd be helpful. This one's a little different, but it's still needed. You know, as guitarists, you got to practice a lot. Even if you're a good guitarist, from what I hear, you have to practice. You need to learn the new song. You got to work on the new techniques, things like that. If you're a guitarist and you're flying, the seat to your left should be empty for all guitarists. This way, not only can you carry the guitar onto your flight, and it's not a hassle, you got plenty of room, you can practice as you fly. I think it's a great idea. I really think that's a great idea.
We interrupt this picture show to inform you of this very important federal government benefit for guitarists. The U.S. Department of Agriculture has begun issuing guitar string stamps to all citizens of this country who play guitar. Much like food stamps, these issued notes can be used in lieu of money in all guitar stores across the land. Get yours today.
Number six, when you take up the guitar, you should automatically be added to the guitar player's pension fund. Simple as that. Because, you know, if you're going to dedicate your life to the guitar, eventually you're going to get old. And, you know, obviously for most, there's not a lot of money in it. So we got to help these guitarists out, right? And I think that pension should be funded by like a jaw-dropping tax. Meaning like if someone's there watching you play and their jaw drops because they're amazed, boom, they're taxed. They have to give that money to your pension fund. Everything works out. And they're going to be happy because when one drops their jaw, they're amazed. And they're going to be quite happy to give money to the fund. So I think the religions of the world should declare guitar notes as love notes. Okay? So this is kind of a spiritual thing in that a lot of times, like let's say you have a partner or you acquire a partner as a guitarist. Initially, they really like the guitar playing and they're like, wow, that's impressive. But eventually it seems like over time, they're like, so much noise. However, if their religions stated that guitar notes are love notes, then perhaps guitar playing will be accepted as a more loving, ongoing, spiritual thing. I'm having a hard time not laughing at this one. I'm sure the religions will do it, right? And then by implementing such a spiritual declaration, so the more we play, the more we're showing our love for them. Because, you know, the religions have declared it love notes. Guitar notes are love notes. Simple. Number 8, local governments shall declare loud sound for sound declarations. Okay, so what does that mean? How many times throughout the day are you trying to play guitar, trying to work, trying to watch TV, and there's some idiot outside with their leaf blower blowing leaves for hours? And all you hear is like, "Meh." With this ordinance, as guitar players, we can open up our windows, put our amps up to the windows, and we can play as loud as we want for the same amount of time. And that would just be a helpful thing for a guitarist, I think. Number 9, state governments shall create a law that requires music venues to install Clockwork Orange seating sections. Okay, what does this mean? How many times have you been at a music venue and there's somebody playing some live music and you're enjoying the show, but people come walking in or people are sitting over in a certain section and they're not even paying attention to the people playing music? Well, the Clockwork Orange seating section, if you've seen the movie, it will help said person learn to enjoy the music and to really concentrate on it. Right? That would be awesome.
Stop it, please, I beg you!
Now you understand you haven't been listening to the music, correct?
Yes!
And are you going to start listening to the music?
Yes!
Will you pay attention to the band?
Yes!
I was drinking coffee. These ideas were popping into my head. Number 10, the Rock Time app law. Okay, so very much like the last one with the Clockwork Orange seating section. How many times have you been at a venue enjoying some rock and you look around and a bunch of people are on their phones just looking at their phones? With this app, it would be law that both Google and Apple have to put it on their OS, and it will have technology that if you're at a venue and the app detects music being played live, basically the app takes over the phone and it just shows the music that's being played there in the venue. So they're rocking out. If you decide you want to look at your phone, you'll see them rocking out on your phone. And you go, oh, I might as well just look up and watch. See, that will get people to really respect the art of guitar, right? Number 11, there should be a law where stages should be present at all McDonald's and all Subways. You know, you hear about the news of venues closing up shop. There's not as many places to play. Well, if you put the stages in McDonald's and if you put them at Subways, there's, bam, a ton more places to play. And I think that as a musician, if you play on the stages, you should get free nuggets, a free footlong. I think it's a great step to help guitarists. And number 12, the last thing I think we could do as a society to help guitarists, the term play guitar shall be changed to work guitar. If you think about it, what are you doing? I'm playing guitar. You're playing? So no one takes that seriously. You're playing. But if we change it, people go, hey, what are you doing? I'm working the guitar. I work the guitar a lot. I love to work the guitar. It's just going to help us. We're not playing, we're working. Thanks for watching. I'm going to go work the guitar. Hopefully you like these ideas. If you have some of your own ideas, please comment below. I'd love to hear. And I do these goofy videos to get more eyeballs because I'm working on becoming a rock star and I need people to come along in my journey. Please subscribe, tell a friend about this channel. I'm going to keep practicing on my working of my guitar.